make is it okay I could permit myself to ask you? Is it permissible of myself to ask to speak? Well, isn't it what I'm saying? It's like, how is it permissible? How could you say it's permissible or not if you haven't heard me speak? So, is it right to make an announcement about, so like, is it okay I could ask permission to speak about... Is that okay? Oh, sorry. Can I apologise for that information? Because isn't it sort of like a bit sort of like reverse? And I'm trying to basically analyse how you would understand. So, but trying to communicate how you should understand as it being right. I was just wondering. So what say you? Is that okay? Or is it sort of like I'm going the wrong way about it? Is it I'm asking permission to speak about... But if I give you the information, what it's about, haven't I already spoken about it? So is it I should be sort of like educating myself to basically sort of like talk a different way? Am I to... Can I get an all main about that? Is it sort of like you understand what I'm saying, or is it sort of like you still got to go? You still got to go. 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 Is it you got to go? Do you got to go? Have you got to go? Do you have to go? What about that? What do you reckon about that? Do you think that's about that, or do you think it's about something else? What do you think that's about? What about that? Good enough. Good enough. Isn't that old? Haven't I already done that? What about, can I sort of like think about... Can I think about... Can I? Can I think about... Am I allowed to think about something? Am I allowed to sort of like get... Am I allowed to sort of like express... Am I allowed to basically sort of like get enthusiastic? Can I get enthusiastic? Can I get a sort of like oh man on that? Oh man! Is it okay you could get enthusiastic? Do you want to get enthusiastic about life? Do you want to get enthusiastic about what you're doing? Do you want to get sort of like management control over the situation? Are you being ordered to do stuff and you can't manage it the way you want it to do? Is it okay you could sort of you could ask basically management why they're dictating to you? Why do they want to control? Why do they want to dictate? Isn't it because a ship, is it a communist ship, right, has come in from overseas and wants to basically change the management of this ship from asking from being democratic to turn it into basically some sort of like communist. Isn't communism because they don't know the questions to ask? Why don't they know the questions to ask? If they don't know the questions to ask, how do they know the solution? How do they know the problem? How do they know the problem to fix? If they don't know basically the question that they to basically sort of like to want the solution, to want the basic problem fixed. Isn't it because they don't know the problem? If they don't know the problem, and they can't alert us to the problem, like how come you can't fix that about hold harmless and empty? Why is there a hold harmless and empty between sort of like basically sort of like, you know, jurisdiction managers who want to manage basically sort of like a corporation, apparently a sovereign corporation, to basically to what? Isn't it to basically kill its own crew members? So how is that possible? How is that possible? Isn't it sort of like I hate basically sort of the fact that is it hold harmless empty can actually sort of like, you know, is it basically sort of like, you know, sort of like some in control who get basically sort of elected in can think they can basically sort of get away with anything? And isn't that why I love the United States too? Because isn't it the wonderful presidential sort of like position, though? Isn't it? He's held accountable to basically sort of held accountable to managing. How is he managing? Isn't it if a person it's like isn't it is unloving or basically does something ill untoward, basically the you know, the judiciary will basically sort of like investigate and basically update him, sort of like, and permit it or not, based on sort of like if it's loving or not. Oh, can I thank you so much? Is it sure like that? It's multiple. Isn't that a wonderful colour? Sort of like that's just appeared on the screen. But isn't that sort of like it looks like it is a reflection, basically? So like, but is that a reflection? Well, how is it not a reflection? Because isn't it like I tilt the phone back and forwards that they move according to? Is it they stand still, and when I tilt the phone, it's not it that sort of moves, but actually the phone that moves. So it changes the angle of where it looks like it's sort of like taken. But isn't it sort of like that must be? How is it sort of like not? Yeah, a malfunction of the photography, sort of like development crew. Can I let you know? Can I apologise? I just had a. When I exhausted my basically shoulder, can I sort of like have a damn real complaint? Can I have a cry? Can I what? Can I make a? How can I not have a complaint? Can I let you know about wanting to basically have dignified Scotch from the United States, only having been deceived that having that sort of like by the label it was actually sort of like manufactured in France, you know, and hadn't been bullcrapped to, that it's fair income, basically sort of like United States federal approved, made in the United States. How is it federally approved by the United States and made basically in France and then sold as if it's an American product? But isn't it, they just stole the recipe. How isn't it they just steal? How isn't it, it's not obvious that they stole the recipe, took it to France and selling it as if it's a USA product? And why are they selling it as a USA product? Isn't it because, they want to be dignified, because we want to drink, in moderation, dignified scotch from those characters, from those personalities of yesteryear, who knew how to dignify, who were dignified, proper management, so like, and why was I lied to? I got let down, isn't it why I basically got cranky, because isn't on the label, it claims to basically be a product of the United States. But how is it a product of the United States when it's made in France? Isn't it when it was belonging in the United States, that was made in the United States, and it was basically federally approved, to be guaranteed age 6 years? But isn't that fact, they stole the recipe, France? How did France not steal the recipe, manufacturing recipe, and claim that before they stole it and took it to basically took it to France to make, and they claim it was federally approved? But isn't it it was federally approved what was being made in the United States? And how come you lie and not now? And why lie that it's a United States product? Isn't it a United States recipe that France stole? And then lied that it's basically a product of the United States. Why do that to us? Why?